Number 1. Burying beetles. Asking your mom for food is nothing out of the norm for most species, but for burying beetles, asking your mom for food could get you clapped and unsubscribed from life. It goes like this. These demon beetles would lay their eggs in the carcass of a mouse or animal and bury it underground. The mom would then eat the remains of the carcass, and once the eggs hatch, the mom would regurgitate the meat for the kids to eat. So what's the problem, you may be asking? Well, the problem is sometimes there isn't enough food to go around, so it's first come first served. And if one kitty beetle is being too annoying or pestering the mom to feed him a little too much, the mom then sets her sights on that specific offspring. This then turns into the mom eating one of the annoying children from the bunch. They'll straight up delete the most annoying babies just to make sure there's enough food to go around. Number 2. Quokkas. Quokkas are the definition of it's either you or me. Imagine yourself as a baby quokka. You're just chilling with your quokka mom in her little pouch when suddenly, danger strikes. A fox is sprinting towards you and your mom's at a top speed of 31 miles per hour. You look at mommy expecting her to run or fight the predator head on, only for her to pick you up out of her pouch and throw you towards the imminent threat. Yep, mother quokkas will straight up turn their kids into a hashtag simply to save themselves if the situation calls for it. By sacrificing her baby, the mom quokka distracts the predator, giving herself a chance to escape. But why would they do that? Well, the simple answer is survival of the fittest, and sometimes that means making tough choices, even if it means throwing your offspring to a hungry fox. Number 3. Storks. Speaking of throwing children, storks will throw their offspring out of the nest, causing them to fall down the tree, leading to injury or sometimes death. Storks like to practice something I like to call fly or die. By pushing the chicks out of the nest, they're essentially trying to help them fly and get ready for the independent life. There's no training, preparation, or anything, just straight up boom, thrown out of the nest. If a chick isn't strong enough to handle the fall or fly, then unfortunately, it is what it is.
Bruh.
And it's not just about testing their flying abilities, it's also about weeding out the weakest links. Storks want to ensure that their offspring have the best chance of thriving in the tough world in the wild, so it might seem brutal to us. The storks' way of ensuring that the next generation is tough, resilient, and well-equipped for survival has to be by throwing them out of the nest. Number 4. Skinks. Bro, skinks don't even let their children hatch. They get deleted from life while still in the egg. And the reason for it is arguably dumb. You see, if a mother skink happens to be surrounded by predators or knows that there are a lot of predators in the area, instead of running away and drawing the predators away from the eggs, the skinks will straight up just eat their own eggs. They kill their offspring before they even get the chance to hatch. The skinks pulled in, I can always make another one, and just straight up devour the children. But in all seriousness, eating their own eggs allows the skinks to get a boost of energy to run away from the predators. Also, there are other factors that may cause this to happen, such as scarce resources. Eating their own eggs can also serve as a way for skinks to remove potential attractants for predators. But still, imagine a robber breaking into your house and your parents kill and eat you so they can get away. Number 5. Tasmania Devils. Being born as a Tasmanian devil is like the Hunger Games. Emphasis on the hunger. Being born as one of these devils is chaotic, stressful, and messy. Expect half of your siblings to die while all of you are fighting for a lick of food. It goes like this. Tasmanian devils typically give birth to a lot of babies. We're talking up to 20 to sometimes 30 at a time. But here's the catch. The mama Tasmanian devil only has 4 nipples for milk, leaving only enough milk for 4 babies. That means that some of the babies won't get enough to eat, so the choice is either to fight your brothers and sisters for milk or die off in a corner somewhere. Or maybe you'll look to mommy to see if she'll provide everyone with the same amount of milk. Hell nah. Mommy basically watches as her kids fight each other for her 4 pieces of milk. The craziest part is she might even protect some of her favorites, but for the rest, it's a battle royale. What's even crazier is that once some of the children die, the mom will then eat her dead children. Number 6. Hamsters. I'd rather drag my foot across a bed of nails than be born as a hamster. Hamsters are popularly known to eat their children, and yes, other animals do the same, but the reasons why hamsters do it is extremely stupid. No, seriously, really stupid. So picture this, bro. Let's say you're a baby hamster, right? You've just been born. Welcome to life. A human then opens the cage and throws some food in a little too close to where you're balled up and then turns off the light. Mama hamster sniffs around looking for the food only to accidentally eat you instead. The poor eyesight of hamsters can lead to the accidental consumption of their offspring. Or how about this reason? Imagine your mom telling you that parenting is too hard, so she just decides to have you for dinner instead of serving you dinner. Or how about this reason? Imagine your mom's stressed out, so to relieve the stress, she just decides to eat you for a snack. Oh, I'm not done yet. Imagine your own mother's territorial instincts kicking in, causing her to accidentally devour you when you ain't do nothing. Hamsters plus children can sometimes or oftentimes equal food. Number 7. Musk-hatch tamarin. The musk-hatch tamarin, a small monkey found in South America's Amazon rainforest, is known for its social nature and also throwing their offspring out of trees. Similar to the quokkas, when faced with a threat or sudden danger, a mother tamarin may react impulsively by forcibly ejecting her young from the safety of the trees. The only reason I feel like this parenting behavior is more diabolical than the quokkas is because they impulsively launch them from trees. Bruh. Not only do you get possible fall damage, but on the ground, if there happens to be a predator, being hurt may cause you to see Michael Jackson's next performance. Anyways, this is supposed to serve as a defensive mechanism intended to distract predators or potential threats away from the mother herself. By launching her offspring off the tree like a football, the mother tamarin increases her own chances of survival. Number 8. House sparrows. Imagine your mother killing your half-brothers and sisters just so your father can spend more time with you. House sparrows, like many bird species, engage in complex social behaviors, including mating with multiple partners. However, competition for parental care and resources can lead to some drastic actions, might I say. A male sparrow will go out and mate with other female sparrows. The spreading of his seed has allowed him to have children with multiple women. Sometimes the mother bird gets wind of this and will visit the nests of other females that her partner has mated with, killing the young in the process. This disturbing behavior is called infanticide, and it is motivated by the desire to ensure that her partner spends more time and resources caring for only her own offspring rather than those of other females. One can argue that this may be good parenting, but I don't know how I would feel if my mom killed my half-brothers and half-sisters just to get my father to stop running the streets. The house sparrow's whole situation is toxic, and the babies mainly are the ones to suffer. Sparrows need a damn marriage counselor, man. Number 9. Giant water bugs. The giant water bug's parenting is equivalent to dating a psychopath. You see, the female giant water bugs, renowned for their aggressive mating behavior, engage in a peculiar reproductive strategy that places significant demands on the male. After mating, the female deposits her eggs on the back of the male, where they adhere to a sticky substance secreted by special glands. Remarkably, the male assumes the role of caretaker, carrying the developing eggs until they hatch, providing protection and oxygenation by periodically dipping his abdomen into the water surface. However, this seemingly cooperative arrangement can take a dark turn if the female perceives a threat or experiences stress. Under such circumstances, she may resort to cannibalism, a behavior that can prove fatal for the male. The female may attack and consume the male while he dutifully carries her precious cargo. This act of cannibalism not only terminates the male's parental investment, but also can kill or threaten the survival of the developing eggs. The consequences of female cannibalism extend beyond the loss of the male. With the male absent, the eggs are left unguarded and vulnerable to predation or environmental stressors. Without the male's protective presence or care, the eggs may face an increased risk of desiccation, fungal infection, or predation, diminishing their chances of successful development and hatching. Sounds like my ex. Number 10. Killer whales. Killer whales are extremely smart and generally exhibit great parenting skills, but here's where things get weird. Because they're so intelligent and social, it's almost if they have an ego. Social dynamics within the pod can turn great parenting into a weapon that leads to terrible parenting. Let me explain. The bond between killer whale calves and their mothers is foundational to the social fabric of killer whale pods, characterized by intricate communication, cooperative hunting, and mutual caregiving. From the moment of birth, a killer whale calf relies entirely on its mother for sustenance, protection, and education. Separating these two can lead to depression in the mother and potential death of the calf. However, within the intricate social dynamics of killer whale pods, conflicts and power struggles can arise even among family members. In some instances, older females, often referred to as aunties or grannies, may assert dominance by forcefully separating a calf from its mother. This behavior may stem from various factors. For instance, one factor is social status in the pod. Typically, older females with extensive knowledge and leadership qualities wield considerable influence within the pod. In some cases, these dominant females may use aggressive tactics such as separating calves from their mothers to reinforce their social status and maintain control over resources and group dynamics. Another factor is reproductive opportunities. Reproduction is a critical component of killer whale social structure, with females typically giving birth to a single calf every few years. As older females reach the end of their reproductive lifespan, they may face increased competition from younger females for mating opportunities and access to potential mates. In such situations, older females may attempt to eliminate potential rivals by forcibly separating their calves, thereby reducing competition. Despite their reputation as intelligent and highly social animals, killer whales are not immune to conflict, which could lead the calves to suffering and ultimately bad parenting. Thank you all for watching, and knowledge is power.
Knowledge.